I'm definitely interested in being able to realize a little more of the world kind of around the immediate stories, because the games are obviously very focused on the gameplay and Chief and what he's up to.
The amount of creativity and teams that they put together for this, it's going to be really cool. Yeah.
I think that the characters and the story and the human aspects of it are going to draw people in who aren't familiar with the world, but then I think, having said that, that the world is going to look freaking awesome.
Hey, I'm Jeff Easterling, GrimBrother One from Halo.Bungie.org.
I'm CruelLEGACEY from CruelLEGACEY Productions.
I'm Greenskull from Ready Up Live.
We're also some of your Waypoint modcasters and Halo Waypoint forum moderators, and we are here on location in Vancouver, Canada to check out the new Halo 4 Forward Unto Dawn live action project. We had the amazing opportunity to ask some of the cast and crew some questions, so hopefully you guys like the answers. We certainly did. Enjoy.
This is an opportunity to expand upon the kind of storytelling we've been able to do in the live action commercials, and that was one of the driving forces. Was those things are great and there's lots of explosions and lots of things going on. It's really condensed and dense with action, but they don't have room to breathe, and they don't really have room for a narrative arc. And so that was the biggest opportunity from my perspective, at least, was to actually just go and tell a pretty rich and in some ways pretty conventional story in the Halo universe and in a live action format.
But I was absolutely a fan from the beginning of the Halo franchise. This is, of course, my first time directing within the Halo franchise. Very few directors in the world have gotten to even, dabble in that, and the ones that have are some of the people I look up to a lot. Been a big fan of the live action commercials, so when this came down the pike, it was sort of a pinch me, dream come true kind of moment.
Yeah, I mean, I've played a couple of these sort of characters that have really got a huge fan base. It's a nervous excitement. You don't want to stray too far from who he is and why he has become that sort of character and why he has a fan base. At the same time, you want to add a little bit of who you are to it, but not too much to really take away from it.
This is a completely new thing for me. I'd never played the game, and when I got the job, the director Stuart sent me a bunch of stuff to read and watch and research. And I was just kind of amazed at the depth and scope of the Halo world.
I'm playing Cadet Thomas Lasky, and he's quite an integral part of the story. We follow him in his life at the academy, where he is struggling because of his family, his upbringing. And he's struggling because at the school they're being taught certain ways of life, they're essentially getting trained for battle and combat. But drawing from past experiences with this guy and his family, he is struggling to embrace those. So there's a bit of conflict there with what he's being taught and what he thinks and what he believes is right.
There's also a real charisma to realizing the stuff from Halo in a physical form, and that goes everything from battle rifles to warthogs to the Chief's armor, of course.
Biofoam canisters.
Seeing it in the flesh and seeing it real is really quite striking. As you guys saw today, just walking around the set, you're seeing things that are artifacts from the Halo universe, and they can be as trivial as a poster on a cafeteria wall to all the way to a compelling and enigmatic space mop. And those props.
I thought we weren't talking about the mobs.
Space mop is going to be really important to people.
Stop talking.
The universe isn't going to clean itself.
About the mob.